How's it going, everyone? Chris here, and welcome back to another Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC leak discussion video. In today's video, we are actually going to be taking a look at an amazing new leak because we actually have some image of some potentially leaked Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC fighters that are apparently going to be announced at this upcoming E3. However, guys, as always, and I cannot stress this enough, just because all of these pictures do look like they could possibly be legit, that does not mean that they are going to end up being real, so make sure you guys take them with a grain of salt and realize that I'm talking about them just for fun. Unfortunately, guys, I do not have a link to the original post, just because the person who sent all these images into me included it, but I am getting the error 404 message, so we do not have a link to the original post. However, all of these images will be posted up on screen so you guys can take a look at them and judge them for yourselves. However, guys, with all of that being said, I have to tell you guys where this leak came from. So guys, this leak was sent into me by one of my subscribers on my Discord server, so if you guys haven't already joined up, you can find a link to my Discord as well as links to all of my other social media presences, such as my Twitter and Patreon, in the description bar down below, as well as the pinned comment. Also guys, if you haven't already, I highly recommend you guys go ahead and check out the collab video I did with Blocked Content over on Callum's channel, just because it was a phenomenal video. I had a great time working with him, and we talked a lot about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate DLC leaks, Nintendo E3 stuff, and it was just overall a ton of fun to make. So if you guys haven't already watched that, you can find a link to it in both the description as well as the pinned comment. However, guys, that is not what today's video is about, so with all of that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the brand new images of these awesome new characters. So guys, we have a bunch of different images that we need to go ahead and take a look at, but I figured we'd go ahead and take a look at probably the most interesting image first. Now, if you guys couldn't already tell, this is actually a leaked image of Erdrick in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and I gotta say, I definitely really like his design. Now, if you guys have been watching my videos for a while now, especially the videos where I talk about Erdrick, I'm sure you guys think that he looks a little bit different. Obviously, when I make all of my videos, I like to use a mix of both the kid version of Erdrick and the adult version of Erdrick, just because I like to get that good mix, considering we have no idea what this character is going to end up looking like in the final version of the game. However, if this does end up being real, this is definitely way more based off the adult version of Erdrick, which I definitely think I prefer. I really like his character design overall. I think he looks like a Super Smash Bros. Ultimate character, and he looks like he's going to be an absolute blast to play in battle. Now, one of the things that I definitely noticed, and I'm sure a lot of you guys did as well, is that Erdrick kind of looks a little bit off. Now, granted, I don't really play the Dragon Quest games, and my knowledge of Erdrick and what he looks like comes a lot from Google and Google Images, so if you guys have seen this updated version of Erdrick anywhere in the past couple of weeks or anything, please let me know in the comment section down below. However, he does definitely look a little bit off to me. I'm not saying he doesn't look good or anything like that, but he just doesn't really look like the Erdrick that I have come to understand and come to know at this point. Now, once again, it could just be that Sakurai wanted to update his model, and maybe they'll be releasing some Erdrick DLC in Dragon Quest XI Definitive Edition, or something like that, but he does definitely look a little bit strange to me, but I'm sure that there's probably an updated version of Erdrick out there that I haven't seen yet, so if there is, guys, please let me know in the comment section down below, or let me know if there isn't, just because that could be a way to disprove this leak. So guys, the next image that we have to go ahead and take a look at is actually of Erdrick on the temple stage with Kirby. Now, one of the things that I definitely like about this image in particular is that Erdrick is standing there and it looks like Slime is right next to him. Obviously, Blue Kirby, I think, is a representation of Slime, who, for those of you who don't know, is a Dragon Quest character. I'm not sure if he, works together with Erdrick or anything, but I do think that it's really funny that he's in that position. And also, it looks like this is what's going to be happening in, the gameplay section of his trailer. Now, obviously, in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate reveal trailers, as I'm sure you guys are all already aware, basically what happens is they show off Erdrick in a full CGI trailer where he's fighting against Mario or something like that, and then they go ahead and show off his gameplay trailer and everything else like that. So what I believe this is going to end up being, because we see the text in the top right corner and the text on the bottom, is it's going to be the part of the showcase where they're explaining his moveset and everything else like that, so that way we can go ahead and get a pretty good understanding of what Erdrick is going to be like in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, one of the things I decided to go ahead and do was take a look at Erdrick's character model and his stance. Obviously, because Erdrick is not moving in this photo, it looks like he's standing in his idle animation, like he's not doing his running animation or his walking animation. It looks like this is what Erdrick's pose is going to be when he's just standing there. Now, one of the things that gave the Cosmos leak away as fake, which if you guys didn't watch that, basically, we thought that Cosmos was coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, but it turned out that it was just a reskin of Zero Suit Samus. So I decided to go ahead and take a look at a bunch of character idle animations to see if any of them matched these. Now, I saw a couple that came kind of close, but none of them that were exactly the same, so it is safe to say at the very least that this is a brand new position, and if someone did fake this, they had to go through all of the trouble of making him stand in that brand new position and everything else like that that goes along with it. Now, the final image that we have to go ahead and take a look at from Erdrick at the very least is actually a very interesting one because it is his splash screen. Now, if you guys don't know what I'm referring to by splash screen, basically what that is when they announce a brand new character in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, the character gets announced and then they come forth with a splash screen. Like for example with King K. Rool, we had a splash screen that was King K. Rool comes aboard. And that is what we are getting with Erdrick right here. Now, one of the red flags that I am definitely getting about this is that the image that is of the splash screen looks very similar to the one of the first image that we went ahead and took a look at, which was the image of Erdrick standing there on the Peach's Castle stage. Now, obviously, these could just be looking similar, and since we don't have the full image of the splash screen, that doesn't mean that it's automatically deconfirmed, but just remember to take this with a grain of salt, guys, because I don't understand how this guy got such a good picture of the first one and the second one, but he didn't get a good image of the splash screen. I'm sure there's probably a reasonable explanation out there, but for right now, just remember to take this with a grain of salt. So guys, even though we just had those leaked images of Erdrick, that does not mean that this leak is done, because we actually have some leaked images of another brand new character. So the first thing that we're going to go ahead and take a look at is where that character is coming from. So as you guys can see on screen right now, we see that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is actually going to be getting a character from Fire Emblem Three Houses. Now, I know a lot of you guys are probably like, no, I don't want to see any more Fire Emblem characters in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. We already have so many. But guys, if we end up getting a new Fire Emblem character and he's super cool and super awesome, like, why not get another Fire Emblem character? I mean, I definitely prefer, like, maybe Banjo-Kazooie or Steve or someone else, but, you know, Sakurai puts a ton of work into every single character that he makes, so let's go ahead and find out which character it is. And finally, guys, the last image that we are going to go ahead and take a look at is of a brand new character from Fire Emblem Three Houses named Byleth. Now, if you guys don't know who Byleth is, basically, he is the main hero of Fire Emblem Three Houses, so it definitely makes sense that if we are getting another Fire Emblem character, it's going to be the main hero from the newest Fire Emblem game. Now, one of the things about Byleth is just like Robin and Corrin, Byleth is going to have both a male and female ult, which I think is definitely extremely cool. Now, I don't know much about Byleth because, once again, I'm not a huge Fire Emblem fan, so if you guys know anything about this character, please let me know in the comment section down below, because he looks like he has the potential for a super unique moveset. One of the things that I think is going to be very interesting about this character is it looks like he is going to be a two-handed swordsman, which, correct me if I'm wrong, besides Ike and Ganondorf, we don't have that many of those, so I would absolutely love to see a new character like this. Using two hands with their sword just sounds like an awesome concept, and even if that isn't what he ends up doing, you guys can't deny that he looks like an extremely cool character. However, guys, overall, do I believe that this leak is real? Well, I definitely do believe that both of these character models look extremely good. I understand that a lot of people really don't want to see Erdrick or Byleth join the game just because they're sick of Fire Emblem characters and anime-style swordsmen, but I think that both of these characters look really cool, and I think at the very least we should end up giving them a chance. Now, do I believe that they're real? Honestly, I'm not too sure. I definitely think that Erdrick looks a lot different than I always imagined that he did, so that is definitely kind of throwing me off, and I understand that there are a ton of talented people out there, like the people who made the Grinch leak and Artsy Omni, so for right now we're just going to have to wait and see. So for now, I think that this leak is possible. However guys, let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. Do you guys believe that this leak is real, and would you be happy if it was? Why or why not? Thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, share, and like, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.